To the homies, to the gangsters, to the real bad boys, I say, hello there, Internet. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for clicking on this one. My name is Pat Dan, and today we're here on Reddit Gets Drawn Badly. Tripped up on my words a little bit there, but we will ignore it for the time being. Thank you very much. Okay, appreciate you. I like this one. That's a fun little image. Cool little composition. However, I have chosen this sweet fella. He looks like a good time. We'll leave it at that. All righty then. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. This is the Microsoft Paint application. Maybe a little different to the one you're familiar with. I'll admit there is some tampering that they've done with the system since its glory days. Opacity meter, I don't think has been there from the start, but everything else pretty bog standard. I don't think there's layers in here yet, so they're doing good stuff. They're doing good stuff on the no updates front, which is what I would ask. I'm not upset about it. I am actually quite pleased. So joke's on you. You dear viewer, the joke is on you, dear viewer. I laugh in your face. Just like that. Hope that pleased you to hear my laugh in your face. Alrighty. Now this man asked particularly for this drawing to be done exaggerated. Am I a caricature artist? Not by trade, but in my heart, yes, I am indeed the caricature artist. I dare say, the go-to. If you would be my first client, you my dear viewer, I very much appreciate it. I will be at your nearest boardwalk waiting for your arrival. Okay, be there. Or be square. Oh, that's right. I'll draw you in the shape of a square. You don't want that now, do you? I do actually greatly respect the caricature artists. I get a lot of caricature artists on my feed. And I saw this one video recently of somebody who was like, I'm not a caricature artist, but I love drawing caricatures. So I pretend I consider myself a caricature artist. And I was like, you know what? You need to grow some self respect, my friend. You are a caricature artist. If you draw caricatures and they are artistic in nature, which I would imagine is true of any and all drawings, as they are by definition artworks, then I would say you're a caricature artist, my dear sweet sir or madam or person of interest. POI, as you might be so daring to say. I would try to steer clear of that one, but I guess you can make your own decisions. Thank you for labeling the colors, actually. MS Paint, thank you for telling me this is a dark red. I would never have known otherwise. Now, isn't that just sweet? We've got a real sweetie pie on our hands, a real stand-up gentleman, okay? You have grown a lot since I've last seen you, MS Paint, and by a lot, I mean you've stayed exactly the same, which is, really, isn't that what growth is? I saw this one video recently. I wish I could tell you the name of it. I wish I could tell you who made it because it was a very small video creator, and I'd love to give them credit, but unfortunately, I do not have it top of mind right now. But if I find it later, maybe I'll put it in the description or something. Probably not. Remind me, and I'll maybe hunt for it. But the video itself in question was about the idea of progress in a creative life as opposed to like a reactive life or a there was another one. It was like they were cool academic words, the kind that you get on a vocab quiz in second grade. So that's how you know they're chill vibes only. And these particular words are eluding me, but it was based on like the Fibonacci sequence and like the perfect spiral or whatever it's called, and the idea that the a creative life, one in which you're creating your own destiny and not reacting to the the destiny that you're given, I guess, is a one way to describe it. Not probably how an expert would describe it, but I'm not one of those, so you get me today. Um, the progress that you make in that kind of life is somewhat like the spiral that is representative of the Fibonacci sequence, in that it starts very, very small in circles around the central point, and to the outside perspective, appears as though no progress is being made. Little do they know, you are hiding behind your little spiral, saying, hee 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 hee, I am secretly making so much progress that they'll never even know about because they're too stupid and puny little brains. Their puny little brains cannot comprehend the amount of progress that I have been making behind the scenes. They would simply die. Um, Something like that. I wasn't really listening, but that's kind of what I gathered. Um, and I found that to be pretty interesting, a pretty interesting outlook. I think, you know, considering the amount of people who have grand aspirations and yet continue in their hunt for success despite their many failings, I feel like it can definitely very quickly feel like you're wasting all your time. And I think a lot of that comes down to, baby steps. Um, the hit Fadian game, um, where you play as an unemployed gentleman who has been sucked into his television and has to climb a mountain. No, baby steps, as in taking life one step at a time. That's my TED Talk. Thank you very much. Also, just learned recently that TEDx and TED are two very different things. For those of you not aware, TED Talks are just speeches that have a cool name. And TEDx apparently is a lot less exciting than TED. Like TEDx means it can be any old schmo, whereas TED, they're like usually actual experts in the field that they're talking about. And I think my whole life, for every like class I've ever been in, my teachers have been just showing TEDx talks willy-nilly, and I didn't even realize that none of those guys knew what they were saying. They were just yapping and pretending. And I think that's beautiful. I really do. It brings a tear to my eye and a quiver to my lip and a shake to my vocal cords. It really does. It's a beautiful thing. The fake it till you make it strategy. The fake it till you make it strategy. It's a way of life. Live it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this is not exactly what I had envisioned, but we are 9 minutes into this thing, and there's not much opportunity to change it, so let us persist in the face of adversity. In this case, adversity is non-existent, and it is just me continuing to do the thing that I said I was going to do, like a good guy. Nailed it. Yeah. Yeah, I said that thing how I wanted to. Thank you. Okie dokie, okie dokie. How does it sound to you? That's a little song I've been working on, a little nursery rhyme. Okie dokie, okie dokie. How does it sound to you? Um, a product of many years of thinking and consideration. I'd like to maybe present it to a board of directors one day, get it approved on. Okay, so I was just playing Drawception, and there's not a fill tool in Drawception. For those of you who are aware, I forgot that there was a fill tool because I was used to the Drawception workflow for a hot minute there, and that has been killing our time. So if this doesn't get finished, we know the culprit. You little fill bucket. You sly little dog, you. Hey, you sly little dog. Oh, you sly little dog, you. I'm sure. Oh, there we go. I think that was. Hang on. Look, I feel like that almost fixed it. I feel like that's almost exactly what I needed. Almost exactly what I needed. Not quite there. Which, happens to the best of us. Not everyone gets what they want out of their life. Okay? I just have to tell you how it feels. Have you guys ever seen the YouTube chess community? Have you ventured towards that side of life? Just wanted to ask, just wanted to test the waters and see where my audience falls on the spectrum. I feel like you guys are so smart, intelligent, quick-witted people. You must be chess fans. And I say this because I have never once played a game of chess ever, but I watch chess YouTube nonetheless because it makes me feel like a little bit smarter. And I get the impression that that's the reason the people who are good at chess play chess too, is to feel a little bit smart. Like, not a lot smarter, right? Like, obviously, they don't feel like absolute geniuses. I think actually maybe they do deep down, but they'll never admit to that. I do think more likely, uh, and more accurately, they they want to feel smarter. Like, even if it's just a tiny bit, they want to feel smarter than the general population, and not only the general population, but their opponents as well. Probably opponents first, general population second. And I was like, I was trying to imagine what like being at a pro chess tournament must feel like the vibe, the environment. Does it feel like the intellectual equivalent of like alpha males? Like do you feel like you're like being challenged on your intellect and manhood or womanhood as soon as you walk into the function? Is it like an instant holy moly, these guys are at my throat begging for me to throw down? Is it like when you get like beat in chess, is it like a gym bro like using every plate in the gym? Like, is that how it feels to a chess master? Is he like, yeah, I just did that. Yeah, I just did that. Does it make them like do they like fight over chess? There's had to have been a couple chess fights, right? Like, no, you're not smarter than me. I'm such a smart guy. I could never be beaten by the likes of you. Well, I just beat you. Let's duel. Like something like that. Just a little something like that. Okay. That was weird. Um Sorry guys, that was that was weird. That was real odd. Boom and bam. Oh, no, not that. Okay. All right. Another video that I saw that was kind of in a similar vein to the Fibonacci sequence one. And when I say similar, I mean like pretty far off. But I want to do somewhat of a segue here, so let's pretend like there's a little bit more similarities than there actually are. Um, and the video itself was about like content creation, but the main message was more of like a people are going. Actually, I didn't even watch the full video. It was like a hour long video. I watched, I think, approximately 5 minutes of it. So basically, what that means is I'm an expert, and I can tell you exactly what it said. It was basically all about like you need to stand up to the hate, not stand up to the haters, but like ignore the haters. They're all gonna say you can't do it, but if you persist, then it'll happen for you. Yeah, let's go. Rise up. Woo. And it was inspiring. It was inspiring. I did it in like a silly voice just for the sake of a little bit of audio interest, but I think it was exciting, inspiring even. And the idea of like people saying no you can't do that is one that I've come to realize I really can't relate to. And I was like, why have I never been told I can't do that? Am I just so good that everyone believes in me? Or like, what's the deal here? And I was like, yeah. I figured it out. I'm so good. Everyone just believes in me. Wow. Would you look at that? That is just beautiful. No, that's not the reason. I realized the reason is because I've never like I never like tell anyone what I want because I'm like, oh, it's too like I stop myself before they can. I'm like, oh, it's too stupid. Like, nah, that's a horrible idea. We shouldn't even speak it aloud because it's just I would be laughed out of the room. I expect failure, so I don't even attempt to bring it up. Um, but I feel like if you speak it aloud, it becomes real. And I feel like if you tell someone, even if they shoot it down, if you tell someone like, yo, dude, I am going to become a billionaire by 2027, I think it makes it like at least like 0.5% more likely to happen. Like at least 0.5%. I'm not saying like crazy numbers. Like I think just like 0.5% higher chance that you'll get there. Not that you'll get there by 2027 maybe, but like, it won't take as long as it would have otherwise, which was potentially never. So that from never to, actually happening at some point in the future, it's a good bonus. It's a good boost if you ask me. In my professional opinion, uh not to freak you guys out or anything, but I do consider myself a professional. Um, Professional goofball. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just apologize right here and now. That was out of my control. That was just something that I do not. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Do not let that reflect badly upon me. Please do not hurt me or my family. They don't deserve this. I'll take the fall for this one. In fact, if you want to pay retribution to the man who just ruined your day, feel free to message me privately. We can hash it out. I'll let you take a few free swings at me, but rest assured, once I start swinging, you're probably going to be running the other way. Just had to let you sit in that because of how true it was. The truer it is, the longer you sit. Socrates said that. No, he did not. Okay. Now I'm just lying. A fibber is not something I'd like to be. I mean, a fibber for entertainment's sake, maybe. I can jive with a little bit of that. Like a funny fibber. I could be a funny fibber. Nothing wrong with funny fibs. However, some fibs can be unfunny. We've seen many of those in our time on this earth. But if anything jumps out at you, screams at you from this here conversation that we've had today, let it be to speak your goals aloud, my dear friend. Send them to the world, especially if you believe in them, and let the hate rain down. Let the hate rain down, okay? Because haters are going to hate. As the great who says that? Taylor Swift. You can tell I'm a fan of music. Right, guys? Am I right, gamers? Am I right or am I right? Let me just say, there's another great YouTuber on this platform that I would highly recommend. He goes by the name of Noke Eric Bernhagen. I think he's like severely underappreciated on the platform. Like legitimately, this is not a bit. This is out of the realm of bitage for a second. I'm usually in the realm of bitage. We've released our shackles. We're out of the realm of bitage. Okay, this is real shit. All right. But he is currently like on a streak of making stop motion stuff. But his stuff before the stop motion was like still really like I saw his stop motion stuff and I was like, oh wow, this guy's like I guess on a come up. Like he's realized the full scope of his potential. Like he must not have been making that great of stuff before, but now he's on an upward trend. But I went into his old video playlist of unlisted videos because he unlisted all his videos for some reason, and they're all actually really good. To tell you the truth, they all actually kind of have a little spice to them and a little entertainment value. So if you're looking for a little something to do this afternoon, check him out. Send him love. Tell him I sent you. Eric Bernhagen. I think he's in Minneapolis. So, all my Minneapolis fans, send him a postcard from his home state. Home city, in fact. I encourage it greatly. I think he'd love that. But he did this stop motion film called My Chair, which was the first one I saw. Changed my life, let me say. Honestly, I think current inspirations for life in general. Number one, Ian Worthington, Worthy Kids. Number two, Bo Burnham, creator of Inside. Number three is Noke Eric Bernhagen. That's my big three right now. And I hate to say it, but Kenny, you are not. It's not big you today. It's big them. So, hate to break it to you. It's bad news, I know, and I don't want to say it. I'm the last person on your hate train, but today, I just have to be straight up with you and honest, and I hope you can appreciate that, Kenny. My dear good friend, Kendrick Duckworth Lamar. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so very much for your time. I've been Pat Dan. You've been great. Sincerely. Fantastic. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Just kidding. Kick rocks, pal. See you later. Bye-bye. Hang on. I can't find the stop recording button. This is really embarrassing. Okay, bye.